It's time for the Disc Golf Valley Daily Challenge, January 20th, 2025. If you've watched before, you know that I like to record these first time through, one time through only, but you can see from my score there that I already played this. Unfortunately, my phone did not record properly. So I shot a -10, missed diamond by 1. I'm going to go ahead and play through just to get the video made, and we'll see if we can throw about the same shots that we did the first time through. Champions Landing, hole 9. I like to go with my understable skip driver, forehand, slide right, put the second chevron about at the bottom of that banner fencing, and give it about a straight pullback. If we get a good skip, it should still come up short of the OB. Almost made it, but we're safe. That gives us somewhere around 200 to 230 usually out here. I don't like to run this for albatross just because of the OB behind. If I miss everything, you know, you're easily adding strokes for going OB there, so I'll just take the eagle. Next up is Champions Landing 15. This is a tough right to left forewind. So I could aim out here and go forehand and kind of fight the wind. Instead, I'm going glide musket way out here to the right. Try to read the wind and just slide over there and not slide OB. That's going to be close. Pretty sticky grass there. Excuse me. All right, so we got our birdie there. And then hole 8, Champions Landing with another tough right to left forewind. My normal play here is Sapphire off the tee, second chevron on the cart path here. I'm going to play about that same shot. I'm aiming a little bit right of where I normally would just because of that right to left component. That's going to be fine. I generally do not play for eagle here. I'm just going to throw my recoil on the second shot. If it gets up there far enough, fine. If not, we'll just take our birdie. So if we get past the tree, we can take a little run at it. Yep, that's close enough to take a little run here. I'm going to get a lot of lift and definitely going to move it right to left a lot. Let's try about there and go like 90 wind. Got it. I did not make that in my real round earlier, so I actually wasn't as close and wasn't able to even try it. So anyway, moving on to Northern Breeze. Hole 8, I go glide musket, slide left, second chevron in this dark spot in the snow, and then give it a little bit of hyzer so that we don't hit this tree on the right. Doing that, we'll bounce left a little bit here. Sometimes scoot up on top, which is nice, gives us a little closer look. And then 55 feet downhill. So aiming under the band due to the downhill, and a little less than 55 feet worth of power. Next up is the par 4, which is hole 7. A tough 3 wind here might help the tee shot, but instead of a driver, or a distance driver, I'm just going to go Sapphire. Move my aim down and right a little bit, and then just kind of hold this Sapphire into the wind and hope that it scoots over to the right. All right, that's far enough. We'll at least have a look. This is going to be tough to get there with that headwind, but I'm going to try to get it through this gap here as low as possible to get good distance, but you definitely don't want to hit the bush or the stuff on the right. So I'm going to go forehand, but then anhyzer it through this gap a lot. If you miss, you want to miss left because it's all trouble to the right. Oh my gosh, I missed terribly. Bounce down there though. Look at this. That's why the proper miss is to the left, not to the right. So we got up to 64 feet. Really lucky bounce there. 3 headwind, a little bit downhill. So just aim under the band and go maybe 60 worth of power, maybe not quite 60. There we go. And finishing up Northern Breeze with hole 1. So here I go slide left, Explorer. In a 1 wind, my bottom chevron is right here in the gap. With this 2 wind, I'm going to move it up a little bit. Give this shot some anhyzer. Not so much as to hit that big tree on the right, but somewhere right in there, and we'll nestle under the basket for the birdie. All right, moving on to Nokia to finish. Nokia 6. I go glide musket unless it's a headwind. Slide left, move my aim point down and left a little, and then adjust for wind. So in a 2 wind, I'm going to give it a little bit of anhyzer and get through that gap. All right, still a little work left to do here. 46-footer uphill. I'm going to aim above the band because it is significantly uphill, and give it a little more than 50 power. That should work. All right, so in my real round, I had missed 2 shots up to this point, and we're coming to hole 4 here, which is an eagle chance if you really need it. So I decided, since I'd already lost diamond, what the heck, let's give the eagle run a try. So for that, I'm going with my understable skip driver. Slide right, aim just left of this tree, and hope that the disc moves left, but not too far left. Yeah, and then hope it clears these, and then hope that that left to right wind kind of holds it. Unfortunately, we made it into the bushes. That was a good attempt. I rarely go for eagle here, because if you hit those early trees, a lot of bad stuff can happen. But since that's what I did my first round, I decided to do it here. I think I'm going to get collision. Yeah, I did on those bushes. That's okay. We'll take the birdie here, which is hopefully what I would have gotten if I would have laid up. And finally, Nokia number 1. So here I don't try anything fancy. Slide left, Explorer, aim down a little, and then just anhyzer it through the gap and take your birdie. It's a little bit downhill, so want to be a little careful with it. There we go. That gets us to 11 under and diamond. I apologize, that wasn't my first time through. I obviously did learn a little and helped me out that time through. Let me know in the comments what you got. I'll try to get this recording problem figured out, and we'll see you tomorrow.